Hey guys, welcome for this month's theme we have. This month we will talk about level design. And level design is, well, multifaceted as well. There's a lot of things the level designers do, and actually we rely a lot on these level designers in style, aesthetics, maybe even gameplay or scripts, prototypes. These guys need to know what they're doing. So I remember getting a couple of level designers, and one of them, when we had certain applications for interns at the beginning of, I think, last year, we had Kevin, and Kevin was actually rejected by me once. And he actually tried again, and I am actually very glad that he did, because these guys shown me how important it is to have really specifics on level design. And funny part was that he actually did so well that we were asking if he actually had, it would actually be good if he had a brother or if he could clone himself. And he actually made us surprised, or actually surprised us a lot by saying, actually I have a twin brother doing the same thing as I do. I'm like, no way. So these guys are one of the defining cores if it comes to everything you walk through or see in the game, in terms of how they make use of Buzz and Daniel's assets that were created in 3D or even designed by Leon and Gerben. So these guys kind of put everything together in the final product. So enjoy with them. It's at least funny to have these guys talking for a while because they're always working. Enjoy.
Okay, my name is Kevin. I'm a level designer at XOne.
And I'm Ryan, and I'm also a level designer.
Okay guys, let's jump right into it. So what inspiration do you use when you design levels for Deliver Us the Moon, and what inspired you to become a level designer?
I think you're gonna hear these pretty often, but film inspirations for us are usually Moon, movie Moon, Interstellar probably. What else is there?
Just sci-fi.
Yeah, sci-fi in general.
Right, yeah, cool, yeah, for me it's basically just everything you've ever seen or played or done, and it's just, yeah, Google, the entire internet. When you start on something, you gather hundreds of images, and I sort of make a mood board for myself and just draw inspiration from that.
Mm-hmm. All right, and you know, you're about when it concerns the process that you guys use. How do you guys create these levels? How long does it take, and what happens when a level is complete?
Well, so far nothing is really complete, and actually I never really feel that it's complete, because there's always something that you feel like you could have done better.
Sure.
But, because we only have limited time, of course, so we do have to move on. But the way we start these things, well, we start with some really basic shapes, so we know what the gameplay is going to be. That's always the start of a level. And then once we settle up on that, we look at just what's interesting visually, just more interesting geometry and architecture. Usually get some height difference or something in there just to mix it up a bit, make it a bit more interesting.
And then polish. Set dressing and props, clutter. You didn't mention the gameplay, but yeah, start with what a space needs for gameplay, what it needs for story, and just try to mesh those requirements into a space that sort of suits them all. Yeah, and I think my process differs a little bit from the standard or from you. I generally tend to go into maybe too much detail at the beginning. Really mesh out a space from the start, but yeah, that's how I like to work. And
yeah, we always see like 10 different versions of one room floating around each other when Brian makes something, so yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, and I got a little Q&A for you guys here, a couple questions for you. What did you guys study?
Well, we both studied game design and production at the NHTV. So the same course. Yep. Surprise.
Were you guys top of your class?
No.
No, I wasn't an exemplary student.
Well, you did graduate.
Yeah, but it did take me like a few extra years.
Okay, sure.
So.
Kevin, you on time, right?
Almost. Yeah.
Okay.
I almost caught up with him. So
Fair enough.
I started a year.
Well, you
later,
did. You're
so,
here now,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What games do you think have very good level design?
I think what you see in Naughty Dog's games, so Uncharted and The Last of Us, they always have like these big landmarks, like a big tower in the distance that you know you have to go towards, and they always manage to put it in your view somehow in any place that you are. So I think that's really good. Journey does it as well, but it's a bit easier for Journey because it has these big open landscapes. So that's a really good thing. And they also use like yellow detailing to guide the player to where they want to go, instead of actual just UI icons, something like that.
Yeah, for me a good example would be probably Dishonored. You have so much freedom to approach any situation in a game. Yeah, it's just very open, and there's lots of things to explore and to discover and to find, and just really find your way to play through a level.
Okay.
That's good.
And beyond that, but what are your favorite games? You guys are gamers.
Yeah, mine is definitely Halo. I always come back to Halo, play other stuff sort of in between, but Halo is really my main game.
Yeah, I played the first trilogy a lot as well of Halo. I really love The Last of Us. Excuse me. I really like The Last of Us, just solid game all throughout. Puzzle games like Inside, Portal, they're all really, really solid. So I really enjoy those. I sometimes enjoy Overwatch.
Yeah.
A bit frustrated
After lunch, usually.
Yeah, that's it.
This is actually a question more for Kevin, only because I remember this situation with Kevin. How do you figure out what Kuhn wants in a level? Because we once had a meeting where Kuhn famously told Kevin, the thing is, I want a puzzle, but I don't want a puzzle.
Yeah.
I remember your face like, okay.
Actually, Kuhn has been letting go a bit of like the direct control.
Very
so
true.
It's more of a higher level now. But actually, back when he was a bit more active in development, I agreed with him very often. So there wasn't much discussion or anything needed. So it wasn't that tricky. We were kind of on the same page, I felt, most of the time.
I think he's gonna like this video. That kiss ass answer.
I'm not saying that because it's my boss. But,
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. It was
And I have a question. I mean, obviously, this is a unique situation with you guys because you are twins. That's kind of weird that you both do level design. But do you think you have? I mean, you already kind of talked about it before in terms of your process being slightly different. But do you guys have a similar style in the way you design? Like the look, for example.
Probably because we took the same courses, we learned the same stuff. I also think we enjoyed sort of the same games, and yeah, so I think we're very much alike in the way
so,
we work and build things and design stuff. Yeah.
This is something I was told to ask. Is there another one? Is there another one?
There's no secret.
There's two half ones, so.
Oh, do they look like you guys as well?
No, they don't.
No. They're only half good at level design?
Not level designers, but
not at all, probably.
Oh, really?
Different.
And like, do you guys fight a lot?
behind the screens,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Do you fight a lot about the game?
Not so
really,
much,
no.
but I do tell him like a bit more straight up, like this sucks or I don't like that.
Yeah,
And you as well, I imagine.
it's different.
I'm not as nice to him because
Your brothers.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're
You
just
can get real.
I think it's
be a
normal to
straight
be a
up
bit more.
asshole towards each other. So.
Do you do the same thing to Kevin?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
If you're like, yo, dude. Actually, I think I heard you once in Dutch go. Deze. This is shit. Actually, I think I heard it once. So you guys are pretty tough on each other. Yeah, I guess. Is it weird to work in this company and be brothers? Like, or is that fine? We were worried actually. I wanted to let you know, Brian, that we actually had to ask Kevin, like, is it okay
Yeah,
to take
yeah,
Brian?
Yeah.
I didn't mention him straight from the beginning because I did think it was a bit weird to like after all this time, still end up on the same company and everything. So it is a little weird, but it's fine. We can work together just fine. So it doesn't bring any problems.
I mean, as an outsider, I think that you guys actually do work really well together. It's amazing, actually. It is weird, for sure. You guys work really well together. All right, guys, I guess I'm done here. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this with us.
Welcome.
We appreciate it. Please say goodbye to everybody out there, and yeah, thanks so much.
Right. Bye, guys.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks for watching.
You have like little blooper, blah 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 stuff as well. But I'm gonna introduce you guys. I'm gonna tell you like, okay, go and you say like, you know, I'm Brian van Schijk, and I'm a level designer. And then you say I'm Kevin van Schijk, and I'm also a level designer. And then I'll ask you the questions, and then you just answer them. Okay? So.
Can you move that whiteboard? Wait.
What?
Because it's really bright.
Oh yeah?
I'm getting lens flare.
You're getting lens flare.
Put the suit on top of it. Oh.
You can do it kind of a little bit.
I sort of this is a blooper. Not sure where I was going with that.